As a nation, we are survivors and peacemakers, and we indeed put great spirit into achieving our goals. Well, clearly you have a great spirit to achieve what you have today, so I take my hat off to you for opening this new Church of Scientology in Pretoria. I have studied African traditional religions since the 1970s. It is this that gives me a deep fascination in the theology of Scientology and its brilliant exposition of life, God, and the universe. The description of life through the 8 dynamics is probably the most brilliant rendition of life that I know. Scientology is able to reconcile and bring enlightenment in spiritual matters for people of different creeds. Because of this, I fully embrace the definition of Scientology as the religion of religions, and I thank you.
Personally, I have received Scientology auditing. I have also attended courses, and one of them was the handling of suppression. As you can imagine, in my work environment, I've dealt with dishonesty, untrustworthiness, and deceit. And that's not just the inmates. You have given me the platform to not only be a success in my professional life and improve the lot of inmates, but you have enabled me to achieve more in my personal life, and for both, I'm thankful. Now others can be as lucky as I was and find the technologies of L. Ron Hubbard.
I was particularly struck by your approach to education. I observed how your programs educate. There is a methodology to it, and that is what is effective about them. It is evident to me that they can make the change we are searching for. It means that learners are not removed from their classrooms and referred to special learning facility, which does not solve their problems. It means that instead, learners will discover they are not stupid and they can remove their obstacles. You don't just teach the students, you show the students. You don't just tell them the facts, you define the terms so that they can really know. And that is more than just education, that is empowerment.
Former President Mandela once said, if you give a child a book to read, you've given them everything they'll ever need. This is why I want to get a copy of The Way to Happiness in the hand of every child in this land. We need this in every street of Johannesburg, in every school in Cape Town. I want it all for South Africa. I read it in one day, and right away I saw that this little book was powerful. The Way to Happiness speaks in isiXhosa, Zulu, and Afrikaans. Its language is universal. So as we stand at the crossroads of our South Africa, let us show them the way. Let us keep the light alive. Let us keep the moral fabric from which our new democracy was weaved. And together, let us show them the way to happiness.
I know your history. I realize your legacy. Your founder was a great man. After all, L. Ron Hubbard wrote a constitution of equality for us when our heroes were calling for one, but their calls were never heard. And thus he held out a hand to our people when all that was offered was a fist. There is no freedom without human rights, and there are no human rights without a vanguard there to protect them. This church is a senator. It stands here in the name of L. Ron Hubbard to carry through on what he promised. And we promise to work with you to guarantee that this rainbow nation may walk tall forevermore. Thank you all.